1 in 10 children are subjected to child labor worldwide, with some forced into hazardous work through trafficking. Hello and welcome back friends to our YouTube channel Fight Child Labor. In this video, we'll talk about the worldwide distribution of child labor. Now, before starting the video, do subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest video updates. Let's start!
When you think child labor, you immediately think of a child, slaves who have worked all day in hard living conditions. But that is not the complete picture. Not all the work that children do is bad. For example, it may be that you will have a part-time job after the school, and that is absolutely fine. It becomes a problem when work is potentially causing danger. It can also cause danger as physical, mentally, socially. It could also mean that you can no longer go school because of work. Now, my friend Atharva Gajanan Kapure will explain you further about this job.
The number of children in child labor has risen to 160 million worldwide, an increase of 8.4 million children in the last 4 years, with millions more at risk due to the impacts of COVID-19, according to a new report by the International Labour Organization (ILO) and UNICEF. Additional economic shocks and school closures caused by COVID-19 means that children already involved in child labor may be working longer hours under worsened conditions, while many more will be forced into worse forms of child labor because of job and income losses among vulnerable families.
What is the percentage of child labor all over the world? 61% in Asia, 32% in Africa, 7% in Latin America, 1% in US, Canada, Europe and other wealthy nations. In Asia, 22% of the workforce are children. In Latin America, 17% of the workforce are children. More than 246 million child workers up in the age 5 to 17 years were involved in child labor, out of which 171 million were involved in work by its nature hazardous.
Child Labour Monitoring or CLM. Now what is this? One of the most potent means of addressing child labor is to regularly check the places where girls and boys may be working. Child Labour Monitoring or CLM is the active process that ensures that such observation is put in place and is coordinated in an appropriate manner. Its overall objective is to ensure that as a consequence of monitoring children and young legally employed workers are safe from exploitation and hazards at work.
What does the CLM do? In practice, the CLM involves the interaction, referral, protection and prevention of child laborers through the development of a coordinated multi-sector monitoring and referral process that aims to overall children living in a given geographical area. Its principal activities include regularly related direct observations to identify child laborers and to determine risks to which they are exposed, referred to these children. These children services verification that they have been removed and tracking them afterwards to ensure that they have satisfactory alternatives. CLM is an evolving area of child labor work which is closely linked to enforcement of child labor legislation. A wide range of child labor monitoring initiatives have been designed, implemented and tested as part of over 10 years of ILO IPEC's global work against child labor.
Now among regions, Africa has the highest number of child laborers and the highest percentage of its children in child labor. Asia and the Pacific is close behind in terms of absolute numbers of child laborers. Here in the bar graph, yellow represents the percentage of children in child labor by region. The maroon represents the number of children in child labor by region in millions. The Africa tops the graph with 19.6% or 72.1 million. Asia and the Pacific with 7.4% and 62.1 million. In the Americas it's 5.3% and 10.7 million. And Europe and Central Asia with the least, that is 4.1% and 5.1 million. So friends, what we draw out a conclusion. The social malady of child labor can be brought under control if each individual takes the responsibility of reporting about anyone employing a child below the age of 14 years. Thus, instead of ignoring, one should find out about the reporting child labor and how such children can actually be saved. Child labor can be controlled if the government functions effectively with the support of the public. Compulsory education may break the attitude of the people who force the child